playing at your best, then you will get left. If it don't involve money, then I don't accept. If it don't involve money, then I don't accept.
And here we go. It is a Wednesday, Behind the Counter Live, joining the crammed schedule here on the Wednesday. We were snowed out on Monday, so we rescheduled for today. And
but were we though?
Well, it was kind of bad in the middle of the day. Like, we got a good. Like,
all signs are pointing to it getting worse, and then it stopped.
We had that half an inch where it's like enough to make you slide around, and it's been like that for like 3 weeks here. Like, we're not getting big snowfalls, but it's like.
Don't get me wrong. I said this yesterday on Nerd Glasses, but I appreciate that you put us before the store and the content, because there are lots of other people, like my other job, that are like, well, you're coming in. Well, it's 4 feet of snow. No, it's fine. You can get in here. Buses are rolling. Kids are coming.
But then, of course, we had weather again yesterday, 4 weeks in a row. But you guys ended up doing Nerd Glasses from here and Boda did the Citadel. But it's been like every Tuesday for 4 weeks now. It's been some kind of weather
Boda would have stolen a plow himself to be like, I'm driving down. It's fine.
But no, we're here. We're filling into the cram schedule here on Wednesday. And you know, it's funny. Just before we went live here, we got a notification. Dave was just arriving, and all the so Danny NASCAR has been back right this week, and it's been fun. It's been busy. I'll talk a little bit about that in a little bit, but it's all of our. I was looking at the vlogs, and all of the intros are getting flagged for Danny NASCAR because it's copyrighted music, apparently. So. We're sitting there like, oh, you know, we're going to have to come up with a new theme song. And Johnny, who's rolling around here on his scooter, goes, well, how about you just sing it? And I go, that's not, he goes, it's not copyrighted if you sing it. And I was like, not a bad idea. So Tom put together some audio stuff over there and did a couple trial runs on it. And I actually got I think what's going to be a final take. So let me pull it up here. You ready? I'm going to play. So this is the first time.
So Mike has never heard this.
Hang on, let me get that. Hey, you ready? Let me see if I can get it. So this is the projected new intro song to Danny NASCAR.
So bad. Come on. Oh, God.
Did you hear that part? You know what I'm talking about, baby? Yeah.
Is there a video? Is just old one?
Oh, it's a classic. So that's gonna. So we did a couple of takes, and I think it's great. I don't know how I'm not gonna be laughing by the time we go live. Anytime because I'm gonna hear it before we go live.
Oh God!
Did you know all the words before that?
I kind of knew most of them, but I didn't like. I've always thought it was I'm driving down the road. I didn't know it was I'm traveling down the road. I'm driving. That like you would think it'd be just driving, but
You should have sung driving. What does it matter? It's your version.
yeah, I guess it's true.
I
But
was gonna say, if you do another take, slip in some Danny NASCAR. Drop the name.
all I know, I gotta figure out where to
You
drop
put
that.
a little bit more soul into it as well.
What do you mean?
Dan,
don't seem like
can you do
mean
like
it.
a yeah?
like redneck?
Yeah.
I think you need to take the script home.
You just say whatever words you wanted.
That's
But,
good.
like, what words do I say?
Did you not listen to me on Sunday when I was singing and doing ukulele? Just whatever. It doesn't
You need to
matter.
bring the script home, and you need to memorize the script because I can tell you're singing it off a piece of paper.
I'm not gonna memorize the script. The first, I mean, you should have heard the first one. I mean, this one's definitely a lot better.
Very good.
I mean, if I had some more time, first off, we did this in an hour. If I had some more time to prepare, I could come up with, I'm driving Danny NASCAR, and I could add a little bit of.
I like it.
I mean, but like, I gotta figure out where those
Not
words words fit in.
It's a nice response to it getting flagged, though. Very much like
I
that.
don't like to drive on road courses.
But I mean, I gotta. There'll be hello. But we got to come up with some kind of like. I'll have to come up with like wording. Like, yeah, you could add in a little bit of. You could add in a little bit of like. I don't like road courses or drafting and different stuff like that.
Crash
Maybe
right
some-
at the end. Of
Maybe
course.
some love of Jeff Gordon in there.
Oh my God. Down low.
But the first time I played it, and the first time we recorded it, Tommy almost fell off the chair and crying, laughing, and
Yeah,
even
the
Johnny
first-
was dying
The
laughing.
first take had to get paused because even Dan got in a fit of laughter.
Well, I went to do the first one, right? And I'm starting to sing. All three of them just started laughing. I'm like, I can't do this with you guys laughing. It's making me laugh. But
Is there anyone that pops in and sees that and realizes what that is? We gotta think that's.
If you
funny.
don't watch the intros on Insane Games TV, you are missing out on such good stuff. And now you know this is to be coming.
it is. Hopefully, it's on there sooner than later. I mean, it should be pretty relatively quick. But yeah, I like that custom stage. Johnny actually came up with the idea. He goes, "Well, it's not copyrighted if you sing it."
Yep.
And I'm just like, and then we're all kind of like, maybe not a bad idea. And what? I do have the Dan jingles every 2 minutes I'm walking around here that everyone yells at me about when I'm running the Dan jingles. So I threw in a couple of those in there. I mean, when I walk around, I just randomly. Can you not do that? Like at least go behind the camera. I mean, it's the same amount of chords.
If you can't tell, constant guest, the Bishop of Insane Games.
Well,
TV,
this is why we're jammed in here on a Wednesday. Everyone's in studio today. So we got Dream Team and Wetro and Weekend Wednesday after us. So, but yeah, so that.
distancing, less than 10 employees. Nice try though.
But no, that was an interesting concept. I think that's pretty funny.
Dan, I'm really proud of you for going for it the way you did. There wasn't any, like Mike. Literally, there was no posturing. It was all right. We're gonna record it, and went for it. Like,
Pretty good. But no, that'll be fun. So hopefully that comes out this weekend. We do. So Danny NASCAR I started doing again, as you guys everyone's been asking for a while,
Hell
and actually been
yes.
doing a couple of. I don't know if it's vacation week, but the game is actually full of people right now. Like the lobbies are actually pretty full. So I'm like, take advantage of it a little bit. Get like a surprise stream yesterday after the Citadel, and I think normally obviously we'll be on Sunday nights. But I taught Steve, Dr. Wiley was here earlier, and he's gonna hop on this Sunday, and then you guys as well. I like to try to get a small group of us again.
I've been waiting for Dr. Wiley to get back on the track.
He said he's been busy, but he's gonna get back on. So it'd be nice to kind of get us all on there again. Dave will have to bring an Xbox home,
He's
and
one of my rivals on the track,
who Dave?
Dr. Wiley.
I was gonna say I am no one's rival because I'm the rival for
Dave's
the
an
guy that
ally.
wants to be last.
Me and Dave have worked together. Dave has put me into the wall before. It's fucking bullshit. So I do owe him one. But
Here's all I'm gonna say is, if I have the inside lane, I'm keeping that inside lane.
What car were you rocking towards the
The
end?
number 10.
Was it a custom car?
I eventually turned it into a custom like Weekend Wednesday.
It
Black
was
and
red
red.
and it was red and black and.
At first it was just the Valvoline, but then remember everybody was running Valvoline cars and you guys were giving everybody pass and you're like, Dave, you're being kind of absurd. I was like, that's not me.
Well, that's the problem when you. Well, what's funny is now Michael McDowell won the Daytona 500, and he's kind of like he's not a nobody, but in the NASCAR sense, when you look at all the major teams, he's kind of a smaller player. Yeah. And you never would see his car out on the track ever.
What does he run?
He runs like the number 34 Love's the gas station convenience store car.
Last night there was a lot of 34s.
And they're all over the track now. It's just like, oh, everyone jump on the bandwagon. You know, we're gonna use a 34 car now. And it's just like a bright yellowish car. It's not really much of anything in it. But so
it's an ugly car.
It's a pretty ugly car. And it has like
it was red.
Times Roman numeral number 34 on there. It's just like
the number does look kind of questionable.
It's like a basic logo. It's crazy. But oh yeah, so Danny NASCAR back at it this week, and I think we'll do definitely Sunday, and I like to try to get it once or twice a week. So I'm trying to figure out another little day to do it. Yeah, right there.
First of all, look at that guy.
He looks like but look at the 34. Like look at how generic the number is. There's like no detail to it.
It's like it reminds me of McDonald's.
It should.
Mix the red and the yellow like that.
But there is a McDonald's car.
Who drives that?
Number 42 car. I think
it's
Chasin or Chasin now.
Is it in the game?
It's in the game.
Really?
But it's downloadable content.
Wow.
I don't think you don't get it right off the bat. Like I can get it on my version.
For it.
I would love to drive the McDonald's car.
But yeah, so back at it. Hopefully we'll have that intro on there. I don't know how I'm not gonna laugh right before I go live after hearing that. I'm gonna be dying laughing, and then right when I go live, I'm gonna try to put on a straight face.
You don't have to put on a straight face. You can talk. You can cheer your fans on. Be like, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. If you subscribe and give me a $100 donation, I'll sing the song again.
So you could just continue the singing right into when you open up.
You could. Mm-hmm. You could.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or do the solo. NASCAR.
Johnny wanted to hop in with a guitar.
I was wondering if that was him at first with the guitar.
I'd have to learn it. It could.
The solo's not hard.
Well, I don't need to do that. I'm in the beginning part.
So, all right, yeah. So also this week, obviously it's vacation week, so it's one of those yikes. You know, it's a good thing that it's one of those things where it's kind of busy, but we're really put a nail in your foot type situations where it's just people coming in. And at the end of the day, you're like sitting there going, like that's all we did for the day, and it's just everybody and their brother walking around the mall and coming in and
like yesterday I came in, you had an Xbox and a PS2 traded in with like 25 games. So I start processing that. My turn to start doing, and then another trade-in comes in. And another one. And another one. And so by the end of the shift, I'm like flustered because I'm like, I haven't done anything today.
Just
good stuff, though. Good stuff on the trade.
Bunch of good Xbox stuff. Only the most premium Xbox One games, Mike. We now have these in stock to be purchased here at Insane Games. Cyberpunk, okay? And if you thought that wasn't good, Marvel Avengers,
And the guy who traded
potential, but
the guy who traded into PS2 Slim and the original Xbox is our bald friend. I'll say it, the one who comes in all the time, and we have not had an original Xbox in quite some time.
I'll say it.
Any predictions on how long do you think that's gonna last?
No, I don't think.
Well, the PlayStation. No, we got another PlayStation. Wait, did we sell the PlayStation?
The PlayStation Slim was already gone.
Gone, yeah.
Like, I just finished cleaning a controller to put with it, and the guy goes, "Yeah, I'm trading this stuff in. I want a PS2," and I was like, "Well, you are in luck."
And it just randomly came. The only good thing is, it's one of those situations where this guy is a normal customer. You can tell he's a collector. Like he brought in a lot of games that he has custom covers to. So a lot of like. He's kind of putting the cover on, but they're not the real covers.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like he's doing a little bit of our job for us. We're like, oh well, but it's like you can't scan them. So he came with a huge stack
Did you try scanning them?
Well, I was trying at first, and I was just like,
because the USBs come up as the wrong game.
I noticed a few came up. Yeah, like two of them came up the wrong game. So I'm just like, I don't know where he got those. Some not to ride around on the scooter, and he somehow blew through here so quickly it brought static with him and shut the whole thing down. I'm not even sure how that's possible. So I hope we're live. I hope everyone can hear us. We're back at it here. So what were we talking about before that complete meltdown here on the...
I don't even remember now.
You okay there, Dave? Oh, we're talking
for
about the
how
cars.
good-
We're
how
talking about
good
the.
this has
Were we
been.
talking about Danny NASCAR cars? Or did
The
we?
McDonald's-
Oh no, we're
Yeah.
talking about the trade-ins. The guy, the bald guy,
yeah.
trading in all the stuff.
Don't say that, Dan.
What? I don't, there's nothing wrong with that.
You could say our local customer with a not anything strange with his head.
I just grabbed the seltzer out of the thing and I got a huge shock on the refrigerator.
It's a shame. The ground is a static field.
What does that mean?
It might be the rubber wheels are building up static.
I thought rubber was like a thing that stops you.
I think I'm relatively on track of what I just
I
said.
think you don't even have a case.
So how is that building up static then?
I don't think it's the rubber wheel.
Then what else would it be?
Perhaps it is.
What's touching the ground? The rubber wheels.
But Johnny's hand touches stuff.
No, Johnny's hands are touching the scooter.
Johnny's hand is on a bunch of foam on the handle.
Okay, so the foam's just randomly building up static as he's going in the air.
It's like rubbing a balloon in that.
The only thing that can be building up static on that scooter is the rubber wheels.
No, my foot when it's rubbing against the ground.
I'm pretty sure rubber stops electricity.
It's supposed to insulate against the current of electricity. It doesn't stop it from passing, but it does act as a deterrent.
Are you 100% on that?
Yes.
That does sound more.
That one I firmly can, because guess what Dave also did for a little while?
Oh boy.
Electrician Dave.
When you work in theater, you have to learn how to do this stuff, because in the middle of a show, if something shuts down, you are not calling people. You put on some hand gloves, you go over, and you throw the breaker, and you pray.
As long as you got them gloves.
Also, soldering cables together, super easy principle. Don't be sitting on certain things.
But yeah, so it's been vacation week here, so we've been kind of busy, and the store's been busy, and the mall's been busy, and you know, nothing wrong with that. And
Is it during breaks that's when people start asking, like, during the holidays this year especially, hey, can you please explain to me that what's this? Hey, I need some help over here, this and that. Now all of a sudden it's like, do you have any of blank? What's this? Why is that? Who are these people? It's like, what happened?
Or you just get the zombies that come in, like on Sunday, where they just come in and you ask them if they need any help, and they're just like, they don't respond to you.
that is
They
the
just-
morning every day.
Isn't
Like
that your favorite thing, Dan? Do you need any help? No. Well,
I had one today. Yeah, I go, you need any help, ma'am? She goes, no, I'm all set. Where can I find the switch games? I'm just like, right over there. Like, I don't understand that type of situation where we say, you need any help? No. And then, but, oh, wait a minute, I do, actually.
don't get us wrong. We love when you come and ask questions. We do. Just don't say no first, okay? You're sending mixed messages. We don't do well with them.
But other big news out today, I think, Dave, you sent the pic this morning, was we're getting ready for the release of the Mortal Kombat trailer tomorrow. And
Yeah, baby.
it is tomorrow they're doing the trailer release. But today they released a lot of the... Now, the way they worded it, like, did no one know who the actors were in the movie? Because, so on Twitter, I forget who exactly, I'm guessing just the Mortal Kombat account, or it might have been Warner Brothers or someone. They released, like, all the major characters, and it goes so-and-so playing Sub-Zero,
Yeah.
Scorpion, and like, the way they were wording it, it's like no one knew who the actors were that were playing them. Like, they were just releasing it for the first time. But maybe I'm wrong, but the characters or the actors look pretty well. You got to take a look at some of these images. They look pretty close to the actual the characters of the game. It's crazy.
Notice that some of the
Are you looking at
guys,
him?
Yeah. The main actor who's playing Cole Young has a title card, but then, for example, Jax Briggs, Kano, Kung Lao. So these other actors are that unknown, I guess, that they're not being given.
Well, at some point, I'm probably saving them a lot of money. I bet you this is a very low budgeted movie.
I don't know about that.
No.
Not if they're gonna have people getting their spine ripped out.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Maybe they're spending money elsewhere, not so much on
I get you, man.
high-profile actors.
So like their budget's not going on. It's going on production, not on that
Actors.
stuff.
Right.
Which is fine when half of them are like in costumes that cover most of their face.
But I did read that they are planning on doing fatalities in there.
Oh God!
So my
I cannot
question-
wait.
So my,
overdue.
so my question is, I mean, obviously the game, how are they going to handle the deaths in the movie? Are those characters forever gone?
In that universe, it's not like it's they can't just say, oh, we're gonna redo Mortal Kombat in another movie. But
So here's what I'm saying. When you play the game,
Yeah.
okay, obviously people are used to doing the fatalities, and they go right back to, So in the movie, like, is Raiden ever gonna die?
well, death in Mortal Kombat's never really forever. They always get brought back somewhere or another.
Or is this one of those? There's a
They get
fatality,
sent
but
to,
we
like,
just
the
assume they're
nether
coming back
realm.
sometime.
So as Mike said, there's magic in the universe of Mortal Kombat, and where there's the ability to do this, there's the ability to say, and now Liu Kang returns. Like,
I mean, I guess so. I mean, or this is maybe just a one-time movie, and they don't care if they kill, like.
The lore of it is Sub-Zero 1 is supposed to die, so by
Who?
Scorpion ripping his spine out,
In the movie?
and then his brother becomes the real Sub-Zero in revenge of that brother, and then the brother that died becomes Noob Saibot. You remember that ninja from Mortal Kombat, Dan?
Yeah.
So that's, I mean, people can die and they come back another way.
All I'm gonna say is we talked about this before. We're gonna have a couple watch parties here at the store. When you have, what is the day when we have how much here?
over 9,000.
Square feet. Okay, we have the ability to do watch parties in the lounge area in the back. So the way I look at it, we have Mortal Kombat. Was it April 15th?
Yes.
That's April 15th.
That's actually a normal date for that.
So
I think,
4/15 is Mortal Kombat. I think that's the
16th.
last one. Oh, is
I
it?
feel like that's when the game has come out before as well, randomly.
Okay. We have Godzilla versus Kong. When's that? That's March, right? When's that one?
I think
You don't have this by memory?
Nope.
He's trying not to get too excited.
Because I might have to like steal. I might have to break in somewhere to watch it.
Oh, I have HBO Max, by the way.
God!
It's fun. It's funny.
Baby!
It's gonna be on HBO Max.
I think so.
Oh.
They released it. It's Warner Brothers, right?
March 31st.
I think it's
That's a Wednesday night.
So we'll have to do a whole special Wednesday thing of it.
We're doing
Down
the
with
weekend
that.
Wednesday is going to be me crying about how good that movie was, or crying about how bad. That
It's
movie
funny. You
was.
said, "Do I have HBO Max?" I go, "No," and then you're like, "Oh no!" And then like 2 days later, I go, "Wait a minute! I just got charged from HBO Max. I guess I still do have it." And now I actually been using it the last week. That's why I've been watching the show on there. So I do have it.
Disappointing. ending
No,
us
I've been
up.
rewatching The Sopranos for the 4th time.
God.
Uh,
A good show.
Not bad. And then we have Batman, or not Batman versus. We have Justice League, the Zack Snyder edition. When's that? March, Is it
A
like-
couple weeks from now.
like March 15th, isn't it?
Yep.
So we have.
About a month then. Yeah.
So for about
March 18th.
March
Zack
18th.
Snyder cut.
So we have that, and then 2 weeks later we have Godzilla, and then 2 weeks later we have Mortal Kombat. We
So
got-
Zack Snyder cuts on the 18th. Godzilla's on a Wednesday 2 weeks later. And then in the month of April, when we'll have everything ironed out for the 27th, or for the 16th, we'll have Mortal Kombat ready for Mike.
What days are those? What days are the Batman one?
Oh, classic.
Person's name is Lester.
Tom has it. So what day is March 18th?
That is a Thursday.
All right, so we do one on Thursday. And what about the Mortal Kombat?
April 16th is a Friday, actually.
Yeah, that'll be fun on a Friday. All right, so we'll have to set the schedule up for streams. Make
Yeah,
sure
when
we
get
have
a
those
little
days.
Closer, maybe I'll start bringing in some Mortal Kombat action into the store. Start whipping some asses around there.
You got to do like we
Please
got to
do.
do like a Mortal Kombat stream before the Mortal Kombat game, and Godzilla before the Godzilla.
Oh,
And-
I will play the Godzilla game. Both of you have to play it, though. If I play that game on the same game's TV.
It is always a cool game to see. It's very
Quite
unique.
frankly, Dave, I've been waiting for the bus simulator to come through.
I know.
I
Trust me.
mean-
Me and Boner have been waiting for that to come out so we can trouble you with it.
I've been somewhat waiting for that to come out so we can do a stream of me driving the bus around.
There is something about that just intrigues Dan to his core.
It's one of the things I've always wanted to be somewhat of a bus driver. I don't know why.
Maybe it could be like the Stone Cold and
So
driving the big machinery around.
It got pushed to.
It's getting pushed again.
Well, do we want Bus Simulator 18 or Bus Simulator 21? Because 18 is already out.
When Bus Simulator 21 coming
Is
out?
released 2021. They don't really have, but it is Xbox One, PS4, Microsoft Windows. So it's coming to those systems.
So it's coming out in 2021 for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One.
Yes.
It's not coming out for the newer ones.
Nope.
It'll probably be compatible.
Well, the
it
Xbox
will be-
One version
yeah, it
will
will
be.
be forward compatible to PS5 and Series X.
Oh.
But my God, I'll 100% on board for that.
I wouldn't mind doing that. All right, so we only got a couple minutes because we want to make sure we keep on track with Dream Team up next and Wetro and Weekend Wednesday. So real quick, we'll quick go through some topics. Pickleball. Mike's been making the climb. You took me down this weekend. You took Katie down. You beat Tom.
Did get a
Did you get
streak on him.
points on Johnny?
I've been getting them sweaty lately. Still no wins. I think the most I scored was what, 6, 7?
I think you got like 8 ones.
Not bad, not bad.
God!
Left-handed.
Still. That's going final form of Kung Lao there.
So Mike's been moving up the ranks in pickleball, and
I have a new paddle on the way as well.
I'm just not on the
Hey.
court playing that much.
Hey Dan, how many wins do I have still?
0.
That's right, baby. The Owen Club.
You're gonna find your matchup and it's gonna come and you're gonna be like, feel so satisfied.
I have a feeling that it's going to come with the biggest asterisk and technicality once I get my first win. I was so tired.
No, not that, but I will probably go on the shocking upset section that we have on there.
Oh, it's not that upsetting. Yes, it is.
So we'll do another pickleball tournament in the coming weeks on one of the Saturdays. So that'll be, that should be a lot of fun.
Is it a Saturday? When are we
What?
doing the tournament?
Well, if we do the next pickleball one, would be a Saturday probably. I like to do maybe the end of February, a couple weeks, 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now, and kind of get everyone back in here who wants to participate.
I would like to train so that I can probably beat Steve. Probably.
But no, it's weird. It's weird. Being on here on a Wednesday, kind of filling in all the people here at the studio and being after like Nerd Glasses and stuff, and you and Boder, and it would.
I know you guys. We do a lot of different streams here. There's 2 topics we talked about yesterday, and I really want to get your reactions on them. Would you ever do a stream where people could interrupt you sleeping with donations and subscriptions, bit cheers, things like that?
Could you ever really fall
Are they
asleep?
watching me sleep?
Yes. The camera's on you in bed, and you have to try to fall asleep and try to keep falling back to sleep.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I could have with the stress of people watching me. I don't know if I could just fall asleep. Could you fall? The question is, could you fall asleep?
This depends how tired I was.
I could. I know that I could.
That's funny.
Claire would murder me. A dude did that this past weekend, and he raised $16,000 in donations, interactions, and things like that. Because it was a certain amount of money for people to have their audio read out loud, or like sounds to play, things like that. $16,000 to not get a good night's sleep.
Gee, boy, I don't know if I don't think the stress of people watching me could. I wouldn't be able to fall asleep.
The other
Just
thing is,
pretend you're asleep.
the other thing I want your reactions for is, so we now have the famous Dan Shevlin version of Molly Hatchet. But when you think, and we've had who was the one that did Fortnite's concert?
Marshmallow.
Yeah.
So Marshmallow, yes, you're right. I totally forgot about Marshmallow doing a DJ set.
Travis
and then
Scott. Did
Travis
as well,
Scott, and then the guy did Roblox. So Travis Scott, these other people, Marshmallow. What popular gaming franchise has tapped Post Malone to do a concert on the 27th? It is a global phenomena gaming franchise. It is not going to be in one of the games because it doesn't fit in the game. But what gaming
Is it like a live?
It's going to be a live thing. They have made a digital avatar.
So it's got to be like a battle royale then. No.
I'll give you that clue. It is not a battle royale, but it is
Pokemon Go. Did I get it?
So it's Pokemon.
Oh.
It is not Pokemon. It is Pokemon
That's a
in
pretty
general.
good
They're
guess.
doing a bravo. They're doing Post Malone is doing a concert on the 27th for Pokemon. They have made him an avatar. He looks like a Pokemon trainer. They
So
did
how
it
would people
on-
watch that?
They're gonna watch on Nintendo's like YouTube or on Twitch with Nintendo. And Post Malone's gonna be performing. Because they made a digital avatar, what do you guys think is gonna happen? Do you think it's gonna be like a concert where it's real life Post Malone and then sometimes the digital guy? Do you think it's going to be all digital? I have no information about this except that the trailer of it was him walking up to a big set of doors, opening the doors, and then he transforms into this digital Post Malone with a Pokeball in his hand.
I mean, I feel like they'll make the concert and the lighting and all that kind of the same style as not only the way his character is created, but the game as well.
Yeah.
I think it'll make. I'm sure it's Nintendo. I'm sure they'll find something a cool way of presenting
I'm
it.
excited to watch that.
It's-
See how he interacts with the Pokemon.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know much of Post Malone's music.
I'll be honest. I don't know Post Malone to begin with. I mean, it's
You
what.
would know him if you saw him.
So there's
No, I don't
there's a
know.
couple of his songs I know we have heard in the store, but
Oh,
not
yeah.
enough that you and I will be like, oh yeah, it's that. We're gonna be like,
I'm
oh,
not
yeah.
good with. I mean, I know some, but I don't know all the people who.
But
the
those
artists.
two topics stuck out at me so hard when I was looking at them, and like, so Post Malone and not getting a night of sleep thanks to Twitch.
I couldn't fall asleep with people watching me. I'd be like, yikes, not happening.
For
but,
16,000, I think I would.
All right, so before we close out here and switch over to the Dream Team, we do have next week, I'm pointing up there at the signage here, the Annie Ann's Taste Test, turkey versus bacon, coming up next week, sponsored by Annie Ann's right here in the mall, where we are going to be doing taste testing their two new rolls that they have. One is bacon and cheese, and the other one is turkey and cheese. It's cheddar cheese, right, Dave?
Yeah, pretzel roll-ups, bacon and cheddar, turkey and cheddar. Which one will be the winner?
So next week we get we're gonna have some food here on the set for behind the counter. Next Monday, and we'll be taste testing those. And I tried to get Cody to come. I don't know if he can or not. He said he's working, but I don't know if they will allow him to come down. But it'd be neat to have them come down while we're doing it. But either way, presented by Annie Ann's. It'll be live here on the channel, and so on. Anything else? Will we close up here so we can quick switch over?
I'm all good.
Anything else?
This was awesome. Thank you.
All right, so that's it. We're going to head out here for tonight. The Dream Team with Tom and Mike are up next. I believe they're playing Halo with Johnny. But
Can we end out with one more of the dance?
I think he already deleted it from the thing. I saw it
No,
removed.
there's a new folder. Back out and then get back into it. 'Cause it's in the intro video.
So good. All right, we can.
I'm revived.
One last presentation of the new Danny NASCAR intro, featuring first-time performing artist.
Daniel J. Shepard.
Oh, there it is. We listened to the whole thing.
We deserve it.
There's some
Alright. Come on. Hey, it's going.
There's someone that needs help.
No, Johnny hasn't. Let Johnny be useful every once in a while here in the store.
I don't know if Johnny's
We'll listen to some music. I don't even know where I could fit in like my own wording. Danny NASCAR coming up.
I love it.
I see it right there. I chewed up the words.
It's getting too fast for you a little bit.
I'm running out of breath.
Yes!
All right, guys, that's it for Behind the Counter Dream Team. Up next, Tom, cue the outro. Let's go.
Woo!